Mark picked up this intercooler the other day for his RX7, which supposedly is for an RX7. Custom made thing. It's got like a 5-inch thick core, 4-inch inlet and outlet. It's got a weird history that we don't really know. It's been in at least two owners of like two previous RX7 owners and never been fitted, certainly never been ran. I don't look like it's ever been even fitted, but I don't know the exact history behind it. To me, it's one of those 5-inch thick eBay GTR coolers with custom end tanks and some Chinese 4-inch pipe cut up onto it. On the back, it's covered in Atomic Rex stickers, which is, I don't think they're in business anymore. Used to be a rotary company in the UK. But why I'm showing it you is what's inside these end tanks. I hope you can see. This is why you got to be wary when you get custom fabrication done. Don't know if you can see in there, but that is absolutely fucking appalling. Yeah, imagine somebody probably paid quite a lot of money for this as some kind of like FD RX7 drag intercooler about 10 years ago, and almost lucky they didn't run it because it's absolutely fucking dog shit. Can't understand how it was meant to fit because the pipes just go in a weird direction, and I don't know how it was meant to fit in an FD. Look at the state of this. This is a tuning company which an RX7 specialist from back in the day who's gone out of business and was known for being a rip-off merchant, which doesn't narrow it down, but there you go. But look at that. Someone obviously paid for them to make them a drag massive intercooler, and for a start it don't fit any kind of RX7 in a million years, but it's just some cheapy 4-inch eBay pipe. Look, they just hacked at it, and because they thought no one would see it, they didn't care. Look at that. That's the worst, most joke of an intercooler I've ever seen. Not just the welding, but the complete lack of any kind of fabrication. They just cut a load of holes in it. They didn't even deburr it. It's just an absolute mess. And both sides are the same. But the actual core's fine because it's just a completely factory, bog standard, I presume eBay GTR core. That's what it looks like. But the end tanks that they custom made for it is a joke, to say the least. But we're not using them now because they are absolute scrap. And while I normally keep all kinds of old rubbish to use for other things, this is such crap. This could just go in the bin. I've got no interest in keeping hold of this. So yeah, just because somebody says they can make you something and they're a tuner, don't believe them. I've mentioned this camper van that Thomas is building for a customer before a few times, but it's just getting more bonkers by the day. As you might have noticed, it's also got struts rather than torsion bars and actual proper modern day suspension. And that's because it's running a complete Audi front end in the rear. And that is the engine. 1.9 TDI, a BMW 330D turbo, custom charge cooler intake manifold, oil cooler, custom remote oil filter setup, as you can see, like a fuel swirl pot setup, it's just ridiculous here. It's amazing. Yeah, and it's transversely mounted rather than longitudinal like they are as standard in these vehicles. And yeah, this is this obviously normally they're air cooled. This is water cooled with a rear mount. That's a Toyota Supra radiator, modified of course, but it's made for a Mark IV Supra. So yeah, this thing's fucking bananas. As you can see, like custom chassis work to make the rear subframe from a modern Audi. Well, the front subframe from a modern Audi work in the rear of a very old Volkswagen. So yeah, this shit's crazy. So yeah, Thomas is a bit of a mad scientist, but what he does works very, very well. So yeah, this thing will be ready soon, and it's going to be like, this should be running by Friday as well, because all that's really left is some plumbing and wiring. And this thing, with the mods it's got, could make like 280 odd horsepower. I mean, it was, I think it was 220 previously with a 1.9 TDI still, but in a far lower stage of tune. Now it's going to have significantly more. So yeah, it's bonkers. In a ratty looking T2 camper, but when it gets used, gets driven all over Europe. Well, it did till Corona kind of ruined everyone's travel plans, but in previous years this has been with a 1.9 TDI engine all over like the Swiss Alps and everything. So yeah, if you don't already follow Thomas, look for Zurawski Motorsport on. He's got a Facebook page, and he's got a YouTube channel, and he makes some fucking good videos. So go on there and look him up and subscribe to his stuff. I mean, his one video of his crazy Renault Traffic Expedition vehicle, which is a Renault Traffic with an OM606 with a big turbo and Nissan Patrol 4-wheel drive system and all kinds of crazy crap. He's got a video of that when they took it out camping, and that's got like 15,000 views in the last, I don't know, less than a month, which for a channel most people don't know exists is pretty impressive, because it's a bloody good video. There's loads of his stuff on there. So yeah, I know my YouTube hasn't exactly got a shitload of viewers, but go follow him as well, because his stuff's really good and interesting. And like, he always thinks this stuff people don't really care about, but it's mental. So surely if you like any kind of tuning, you like this mad shit. So yeah, go look his channels up and subscribe to them, because I know he's got a load more mad stuff in mind soon planned for customers and himself.